made a few slices here with a knife tool and made a UV map. You'll create that UV map basically just smacking that on the Y, and with either automatic or manual settings, hit create. This works good now because the image itself is 600 and 600, so it's a square image, and that's makes it easier to UV map this stuff. Okay, so I made these cuts with a knife tool. You'll see though, if I start to tweak this, I'll screw up the UV map. So a trick is to make a planner, and that will avoid that. So just hit create, and I'll make that not use the UV, but the planner and the Y. And that should be automatic sizing. So since that is automatic sizing, that should now look exactly the same as the UV map. Same stuff, just different projection. So we'll use this. What you'll see now is that I can move this and it's all good. So that's what I'm going to take advantage of. So move those in. It's important that you decide whether you want to keep this extra edge or not before you do this, before you start doing this. Yeah. By the way, it might be a good idea sometimes to save these points to a different layer, simply because if you make changes, you might want to recreate these this square layer on. I can loop, no, I can select that path, move it inwards, and again you'll see here, if I activate that background layer, that we have that point. Hopefully we don't need to use that, but it's there for a backup. Okay, so since I have those points, what I can do is pretty much get rid of these guys if I want to, and I think I'm going to do that just to make things easier. Since I'm using planner here, what I can do is I can use a scale tool, for example, and it's not going to distort the UV. So we'll do that. These guys share points, so I'm just going to cut that out, paste back in, convert to points, and merge, but I'm not going to merge at that point. So let's see, yeah, and select these guys as well. So we've got 5 points selected now, merge. Okay, what that means is that I can take this guy and scale it. See that? Here I'll make, well, it's up to you. You don't really need to, you can, by the way, tweak this slightly using the move tool. You could either make a knife cut here. Or you could just add points. I think I'm just going to add points. Yeah. You can add points by either using the add points tool or something else. I think I'm going to use plugin divide edge. So I'll divide that 3 times, I guess. Okay, so take those points and we'll use snap drag tool and just simply snap them in place. You can snap that to that position and move it down. This one, just go like that. We'll divide this one as well. And here, what I'll do is I'll do something. You can see that this is not really, this circle is not really a circle, is it? It's kind of like going like that. So I'm going to cheat. I'm going to well, there are different ways I can go about this. I can go like this and go like that. Okay, so not that bad. It ends here, about here-ish, so that's good. So I'll leave that and delete the temporary points. What I'll do though is I'll take these guys now and I'll use the transform tool and just simply stretch these guys down until I get the shape that I want. And again, we could continue doing this. Another method here is to select this guy and make cuts. That's another method. So simply just keep on using the knife tool. Delete that. Merge these polygons and weld those. Maybe that's faster. That's one thing that I really don't like about Lightwave is that I can't see points in wireframe, texture wire. So it kind of like ruins at times. Like that, like this. Yeah, so you get the idea. So that was using Planner, right? What's good though is that if I go back here now to UV, you'll see that that is distorted, but that's okay. We'll just simply make it over again. So that's why it was nice to have these points, because I can copy that and paste these back in here. That means that we now have a square, so it's easier to UV. So we'll say new UV texture, and we'll just smack that on once again. And now we're having a UV texture, not a planar, but a UV texture, and it's all good. I could also thicken this now, but well, okay. You can see how that behaves. It's not that bad. I think I would just, you could go with that and just simply make this another color, these sides another color. But I'll leave it at this for now. So yeah, we got these guys, and what you could do, you could use the transform tool and rotate it. However, that could lead to problems later on if you want to change topology and stuff. So what you might want to do instead is to use bones or skelegons. I guess I can create a skelegon based on that position. You know what? I'll just there are many ways to make a skelegon. I'll use the connect tool, take those points, copy them, and undo. Go to a background layer, paste those back in. Now we have if only I can remember, yeah, create skelegons based on those. I'm not sure why that didn't work. Shouldn't they be visible? I can never recall. Maybe I need to make a polygon and then say create skelegons. Or do I need to click on it? Oh, you know what? I did the wrong thing. I need to use, if only I can remember. Yeah, here we go. You got convert skelegons. I guess that is based on 2-point poly, so we'll take this one and that one and press P. Let's try now. Here we go. Convert skelegons. There we go. So I can just delete that temporary point. So anyway, so by doing this, we can bring this into layout. And the good thing about that is that we're not morphing it, so changing this box polyflow later on is not gonna screw things up too much, at least. And the other good thing is that using skelegons I can make this start exactly here and exactly and end exactly here. So it's going to be a very accurate way of doing things. So that's that one. Press P, copy the 2-point polygon, undo twice, go back here, paste back in. I'm not really sure why it activated that one, but anyway, let's try that over again and more. skeletons. Okay, cool. Delete. And this one, I guess I can press F to flip it if I want to. So you kind of like start to get the idea on how you could create skeletons here to make this work.